Hi guys, it's me, Chef Simone Bridges, owner of Goddess Food Factory, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a homemade peach cobbler. I know, right? Delicious. Okay, and I decided to wait for the perfect time to make this peach cobbler, to teach you guys how to make this peach cobbler, because I just got finished helping to make the world's largest peach cobbler, and I just went to Fort Valley, Georgia's Peach Festival. So I thought that this would be the perfect time to teach you guys how to make a peach cobbler, so you can have some for yourself, Chef Simone style. So make sure you guys enjoy this video. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Okay, so these are the Georgia peaches that I got from Fort Valley, Georgia, which is what I used for the Fort Valley, Georgia Peach Festival when I was making the world's largest peach cobbler. And then, as you can see here, I just washed off the peaches so I can get all the fuzz, well, most of the fuzz off. So you just want to make sure your peach is clean. And then, now what I'm doing here is I'm just peeling the surrounding of the peach. Just peeling all of the skin off, because, you know, nobody likes skin. It's just inside the peach cobbler doesn't even taste right. And now, this is how it looks when I take all the skin off. Now, as you can see, I'm just chopping off the four sides of the peach, and you'll see what I mean if you're just watching. You'll see what I mean by the four sides. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. See? And as you can see here, this is just how it looks when I'm taking all the peach that I want inside of the pie off. That's at the end. And I'll be doing another one now. And just fast forwarding it. Alright, so this is how it looks when I'm finished with dicing all of them up. And after I did that, I did about like 5 more. So in all, you will have to use 9 peaches. Alright, so this is just a regular non-stick pan, and I just added in 1/2 stick of unsalted butter. I'm just gonna let that boil and melt down. Alrighty, so what I just did now is I just added in 1/2 cup of milk, and I'm just adding in that with the butter, and I'm gonna mix it up now. Alrighty, so I have 1 cup of granulated sugar, but this is the half. This is like 1/2 of the 1 cup that I just added in. I'm just mixing it. And now what I'm going to do is just add in some cinnamon, and I'm going to add in 3 shakes of cinnamon, 1, 2, and 3. And then I'm just gonna mix it all together. Just like that. Alrighty, and this is how it looks when I'm finished with doing that. Now I'm gonna add in the peaches. I'm gonna add in all 9 of the fresh Georgia peaches. And when you're making the cobbler, make sure you leave in all of the juice. Now what I'm doing is just adding in the other half for the 1 full cup of granulated sugar. Once again, make sure you leave all of the juice in for the peach cobbler, because the way you're making it, you want to have your peach cobbler nice and not dry. You want to have it the way where it's nice and just melts in your mouth. Right, so now what I do for my crust, I start with the butter. So I put in 1 stick of unsalted butter, this is for the crust, and then 1/3 stick of Crisco butter flavored, and I just melt it, and then I'm gonna put it inside of my bowl. And that's what I just did. And then I just mix it up just to make sure there's no clumps in it or anything. And I just added in 1 teaspoon of salt and actually not even 3 shakes, but 5 shakes of cinnamon, because I wanted to add a little spice, a little kick, make it special. Then there I just added in 3/4 cup of brown sugar. And now I'm adding in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 cups of milk. Then I'm just mixing all that together. Mix. Now I'm doing is I'm getting ready to add in my 1 egg for right now. So I just cracked open an egg, and I'm just gonna mix it with my spatula. You'll see that in a little bit. There it goes. And then I'm just gonna add it into the rest of the liquid mixture. Alrighty, and then I'm just gonna mix it all together. Just mix. I have no idea what I was doing right now at this moment. Yeah, that was just me adding the rest of the milk that was still in there. Okay, now what I'm doing is just adding in 1 and 2, 3. I'm counting for every 2 because it's measured by 1/2 and another 1/2. So that's just 3 cups of flour for the first time. For the first round, I'm just gonna mix it together. Trying to get all the clumps out, but it's not done yet. Okay, 1, 2, 3 more cups. Just gonna mix it. So that's 6 so far now. And let's see if you guys can guess how many cups of flour in there. If you can guess how many cups of flour in there, then comment down below. And then now I'm just putting in the rest of the 2 eggs. So in all there's 3 eggs that I'm putting inside the crust, and I'm just mixing it together with my spatula again. Handy dandy spatula. Then adding the eggs and mixing it all together. You guys would think that I'm still finished with the flour, but I'm not. I separated it. 3, add more liquid. 3, add more liquid. Yeah. 1, 2. And mix it together. And now it was kind of hard for me to get the bottom because I knew there was some still at the bottom. So what I did was I just kept on folding it from like all different sides. Alrighty. And now what I have is just the other half stick of the butter that I used from the peaches. This is the other half stick, and it's also unsalted. And then I just melted it in the oven for about 10 minutes. Wow, I did that while I was setting it on 350 for the oven. That's what you need to set it on to bake. And now I'm just adding in my whole entire mixture. I added in half of it, well, like 1/3 of it, and then I added in the peach filling. As you can see, I'm adding in the peach filling. Alright. And then I just moved it around a little bit. And then I added in some more peach filling on top. I meant not peach filling, but the crust mix. And then I'm just sprinkling some brown sugar on top, and I'm gonna sprinkle some cinnamon on top also. But and with the flour, I added in 8 cups of flour in all. 8 cups. You only need to use 2/3 of the batter for what the pan size was. And that's me adding the cinnamon. Alright now, so now this is how it looks. I'm getting ready to put it in the oven, and yeah. This is the finished product of my homemade peach cobbler. Doesn't it look delicious? You guys can take a closer look now. Oh, I can't wait for me and my family to dive in this peach cobbler. Make sure you watch my YouTube channel, Goddess Food Factory, in order to figure out how to make a homemade peach cobbler so you can have yourself a little taste of this delicious peach cobbler. And make sure you follow me on all social medias at Goddess Food Jacks on Instagram and Facebook. Make sure you have a nice day.